guys? Alright, so we went and caught all of our baits last night. It's currently like a little bit before 4 o'clock in the morning. We're getting up early so we can get over to the river by daylight. What we're actually going to do this video is I'm going to show you guys how to get out there and catch a river monster of your own. Whether that be a big blue cat, a big sturgeon, a big gar, whether it be a lot of the times in this Midwest area, to be honest, if you do the right thing, that method can, like, the same methods can catch all of them. So it's a real similar method, but yeah, anyway, that's what this video is going to be. It's going to be a step-by-step how-to on what kind of bait to use, what kind of rigs to use, where and when to go and use it, and just everything you need to know to go and do that. And it's not as specific as you may think. It's a really generalized thing, and it doesn't take a lot of super specific stuff to do to go catch a big fish. It's more about what's up here than it is the gear you have. So yeah, we're gonna get out there and get after it and see you guys then. All right, guys, we're over here at the boat launch, and had to stop in and get some coffee. It's early, the sun's just starting to pick up over the trees, so we're gonna get a nice good daylight launch, which is pretty crucial. I really like to catch, when I take the time to pull a boat out here, which you can totally do this from the bank. You get a lot of guys that are going to tell you, blah, 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 you got to have a boat, you got to have all this stuff. That's not true. You get you a good rod and reel combo, and you can get you a good rod, holder, sand spike, whatever, and you can totally catch these same fish from the bank just as easy. Matter of fact, I did it for years, and I did it on this channel before I end up pulling the trigger on my awesome boat I've got back there. But I will say the boats make it really nice, because over time, as you acquire your equipment, you can have everything in one place, all put away handy, and that makes it really, really, really nice, just for the fact of everything's there handy, and you don't have to pack it all. That's the one disadvantage for bank fishing, in my opinion. No matter what kind of bank fishing you're doing, whether it be surf fishing, river fishing, lake, you've got to pack all your stuff every time you change locations or anything like that. And as you start to acquire gear, and you get more rods, and you get more tackle, and you get more into it, it's definitely gonna get more challenging. So generally, as you grow in knowledge and experience doing this, and especially if you're fishing your home body of water a lot, you're gonna eventually probably invest in a boat, and whether that be a little River John, a bigger V-bottom, C-arc, center console, whatever it may be. Like I said, this is supposed to be a really blank, like, this is how you catch big fish in any area, big predatory fish in any area. So that's kind of what this video is going to be. But yeah, gonna get some coffee, and we're gonna load the boat up and get it launched, and see you guys in a little bit. All right, guys, so we just got over here to the river, and it's way up. So this time of year, the blue cats they're pretty much starting to come off their nest, so that bite's going to pick up. And on top of that, we have got, this little river that we're in right now. It's kind of a tributary that feeds into the Missouri River, and the Missouri River had a dam. We're in Missouri, on the Missouri River, but the Missouri River in Iowa has a dam that busted, and it broke loose, and it is flooding this river, so the water level's coming way up. Well, the fish are really active, they're really moving, and we've seen a lot of baits on the screen here behind us. And I decided to pull out the cast net, and I'm gonna see if I can cast net some fresh shad, because like I said, we got those bluegills, but it's always nice to have some different baits. And if you can get on some nice, healthy, chunky shad in the Midwest, shads are a really good bait to use. So I'm gonna throw this throw net around here and see if we can catch some. Work line pretty good. So. All right, throwing in reverse a little. All right, so threw that guy. Gonna let it sink to the bottom here. There's quite a few baits swimming around at the bottom of this river right now. We're in about 20-21 foot of depth, so I'm just gonna let that guy kind of fall to the bottom and get over everything just like that. I'm gonna pull over. Just like that. This is a pretty heavy net, this particular net is, so it's kind of hard sometimes to feel if there's baits in there. A lot of times you can feel them kicking around, but with a big net like this, it's sometimes difficult. Oh yeah, got a couple of, looks like there's at least one good carp in there. That's an Asian carp. Those are excellent for bait. They're basically like a giant shad. But those guys are really good baits. Yep. And with these particular carp, these are the guys you always see that flood the rivers. And these particular fish are excellent bait. The catfish really like these guys. They're kind of like giant shads in a way. We'll definitely use this guy for bait today, but and I try to do my part to kill a lot of these because they're invasive and they're really not good for our rivers ecosystem. So I try to do my part, kill a bunch of these. But the catfish have really evolved to love eating these guys because there's an abundance of them, and they have really white, soft meat. So yeah, we'll throw this guy in the cooler on ice and see if we can find some bigger shad. But these guys, I always take these guys for bait too. Yeah. And that's kind of an adapted method of throwing your net that I've learned. A lot of these big nets, you're gonna get, especially saltwater guys, you're gonna get a lot of people that tell you that you have to get that thing over your shoulder and put the lead in your teeth. That's not true. This is like an adapted method of what I like to call dry throwing, where you can throw all the net where it's all in your hands. None of it's in your teeth, none of it's over your shoulders, nothing like that. And this is a big net. This is like, I can't remember, I want to say it's like a 12-foot radius net. So it's a big net. You know, it's still legal, but you don't have to, you know. All right, we went and cast netted some bait. We ended up with getting some carps, and this is one of the rigs I like to do. I've talked about it in previous videos, but I'm going to talk about it again. It's being a how-to. This rig can be tied to be as big as you want, depending on the size fish you plan on trying to target with it. We throw out, my wife will pan the cameras over to the rods real quick. We like to throw out mainly bigger rigs when we'll throw out something with like 80-pound braid, and then we'll usually run like you know, 60 to 80-pound leaders, and then we usually tie one rod that's more of a smaller setup that's targeting smaller fish, because sometimes the big fish don't like to come out and play. So we tie up one rig and we usually get it out first. And this rig is just a drop T rig. You've got your weight on the bottom, you tie it on, you can do cranesel, whatever, and then I like to just do T's. There's just T's off of the rig. You just T drop, T drop, T drop. And we usually do night crawlers on this rig, but we were casting it and caught a little baby shad right there. So we're gonna pitch this out, and we usually get this guy out first. And as far as the rig goes, it's just this one right here. This is a combo you can buy at the store pre-made. It's a Panfish 3 5000 series, and we just got it spooled up with 50-pound braid to a 50-pound monofilament leader. We was running 30-pound leader, but we've had a lot of big fish take this small rig, and we've been broke off a few times. So we got to where we kind of started upping the leader just a little bit. But that's pretty simple. And then the trick is with that rig is you just want to keep it tight. Unless you're fishing straight down, you just kind of want to keep the line tight, and that's going to suspend those baits in the water, and that makes it really look presentable to those fish, especially with a lighter wire hook. All right, and then we're going to put the flathead rod out next. With this rod, I'm trying to be kind of timely here because I want to explain to you guys what I'm doing, but we also want to get baits in the water because I think the fish are going to be biting. But with this one, we've got our main line ran to a barrel swivel, and then we've just got a Sandy Cooper rig tied up. So basically we've got our coin swivel here, and we attach our weights here on the main line to our leader. This guy, I believe, is a 80-pound leader, runs down, and then we're using an improved snail knot on the hook. I've got a little line rattle between the hook and then a float, so that when that weight's on the bottom, you can reel your line tight, and this float's going to keep it suspended. So if there's any fish that are just off the bottom, this is going to put it right in their face. And this guy's our flathead rig, so we are going to grab one of our live baits that we caught. Perfect. And I like to nose hook these guys. So these are our live bluegills that we just caught yesterday, and I like to run the hook right through the nose. You don't want to go too high up because you don't want to get them in the head, but you want to keep them good and alive, just like that. That's what we're looking for. Just like that. Get them upright for you. That's literally what we're looking for right there. And I'm gonna send this guy out alive right up against, we've got some flooded trees over here. And you can go and pan over there real quick. Got some flooded timber over here. And we're just gonna send this guy right up in that flooded timber where some flatheads maybe see. Right up next to that. And that guy's gonna, especially with that little rattle on that hook, that live bluegill is gonna swim around down there. And he's gonna rattle that around. He's gonna rattle around all that movement, swimming around. That's exactly what those big predatory flatheads and stuff are looking for, because they're opportunistic feeders. So if there's a bluegill around there struggling, that's a natural bait that's in this river and they eat a lot of. So that's a good potential that rod may get hit a little bit, and that's kind of what we're out here trying to do. And then the rest of these we'll probably end up putting cut baits on out and further in the main channel for the channel cats and blue cats and stuff like that, big gar, sturgeon, whatever. But I'm gonna get those guys baited out. Really Sandy Cooper rigs of what we got tied up, and we have the same rig that's on the black pin, the smaller, we've got it upscaled on this other big spin rig. And the only other difference is here is that we've got this rig, and I've got it tied up here, but kind of show it to you real quick here. Got it tied up. That's one of the things about these drop rigs is you kind of got to tie them up, or else they'll just hook into everything. But this is the exact same rig, and it's just bigger. This is 80-pound leader, and it's and we've got on our tees there, we've got the exact same hook as the 2/0s that we run on the 5000, but that's a 6/0, and that caught about a 20-pound sturgeon in our last video. So I'm confident that I could probably land a 100-pound fish, maybe even bigger, if you have the drag set appropriately. But anyway, we're gonna get those guys baited out, and we'll see you guys in a little bit, hopefully with a big fish. All right, yeah, we just kind of got a selection of baits here. Got some bluegills, some carp, and then we've got the night crawlers. We're gonna start getting all these guys baited up and getting them out. Actually, this little scissor's kind of kick ass. Nice. Easy, easy.
Oh yeah! Hell yeah, babe, look! He's so pretty.
All right, guys, Alicia used that 5000, and I mean, it wasn't 3 minutes in the water. I mean, just a couple minutes, and Alicia already caught a little flathead. That's not our river monster. That's a great indicator that she's already catching flatheads. So we're already catching flatheads. We literally had 2 rods out. Put our flathead rod out and that little drop rig out, and I couldn't even get my 3rd rod rigged out before catching fish. So anyway, let me get a couple pictures of that guy before she lets it go. All right, guys, she's gonna get this guy back.
Oh, that was my finger. Thank you.
There he goes.
Oh, goodness.
That's a flathead release for you. We're gonna see if we can get some bigger ones just like that. It's not, well, it's getting bigger. I don't think it's that big. Well, actually, I don't know. He's kind of fine. Actually, I don't know. Yeah, he's getting big. He's getting bigger. He's getting quite a bit bigger. Yeah, he's getting a lot bigger. He's kind of doing, well, he's turning around now. Yeah, he feels good. I almost wonder if he's a flathead. It feels, this is a netter. Will you get the net?
Yep.
Actually, it's a blue cat. It's a really solid one. I think I'm gonna, oh, yeah, you can run him. Really solid one. That's almost another 10-pounder. Nice. I got it. Solid one. Right at about 9.5. I was right. All right. Yeah, that's a nice little 10-pounder. Just a little bit smidge of the one Alicia caught the other day, but definitely the right method. We're gonna keep after it and see if we can get a bigger one. All right, guys, he's gonna go back. He seems anxious to get back, so usually these guys, they're pretty hardy animals. It does not take long to release a catfish usually. All right, we're getting bites. We're getting more bites. Oh my God! Oh, come off. That was probably a good carp. All right, things are happening. I think we might have found some fish. I'm gonna get off here, get dried off, considering that fish decided to give me a drink, and yeah, we'll see you guys in a little bit, maybe with that river monster.
Look at that. Oh,
babe,
camera, on you.
Monster.
Woo.
Monster, guys, we got a monster on. Oh my God. I don't know what it is, but I've never seen, if it's a cat, I've never seen a fish like this rip drag. My heart's going right now.
I'm gonna try to get some stuff out of the way.
Okay. He's coming in hard.
I'm gonna get the net.
Okay. Here he comes. Oh my God. Oh my God. He's in the other line. Okay, I think he's coming. He's coming in. I'm gonna bring him in right underneath the yellow. Oh my God. Get his head in there. Okay, up. Perfect. Oh my God.
Christ.
Get his head in there. Okay, up. Perfect.
I got it.
Great, babe.
got
Good job.
I got
Oh my God, honey. Take this. Take this. Oh my God. Look at. Oh my God, guys. We
Sorry
just
for
got a
the-
50 plus. 50 plus river monster. What did I tell you guys? Oh my God, let's go. We're gonna get this.
Sorry for that spotty camera work, guys.
Oh my God. We oh my God, I can't even look at the fish. I'm gonna have so much to just rip. We're gonna get this girl out, get the hook out, get her out of the net. We're gonna get a look at her. Biggest catfish of my career so far. Oh my God, guys, when I say this is how you catch a river monster, this is no joke how you do it. It's so simple. You'll learn the tactics over time, but we're gonna get off here in just a second. We're gonna get to look at that good hold on. We're gonna get a look at that fish. I'm jacked up. All right, guys, this is what a true river monster looks like. We just put it on a scale. She went 50. It's my new PB rod and reel. She took it down and she just ripped drag. I mean, as fast as she could rip it, hard in the current on a piece of carp. Big giant 50. Wow. This fish measured close to 50 inches. I think it come out almost, it was 45.5 inches. Just monster cat. Okay, she's been out of the water for about a minute, about right at 1.5 minutes. We're gonna hurry up and get her back in the water so we can get a good healthy release. I'm gonna jump in with her to make sure. Alicia's gonna hand her down to me, so we'll see you guys in a second with the release.
Okay.
Actually, wait a second. I'm gonna stand on this. Yeah, we don't have to worry about running our prop into it, man.
Where are you?
I'm right here. Just drop her over the edge and we'll transfer. Great. Tail first. Once she's in the water, you can pass it on. Perfect. Good job.
You got it?
Maybe. Let go.
All right.
Okay, she's good. That's what I'm talking about big.
All right, guys. We had to get over here in the brush
Shit,
so Jared could get in the water with her.
We couldn't find anywhere where the ground was shallow enough. So I pulled the boat over to these trees, and I'm actually standing on a tree right now. I know everybody's gonna think I'm crazy, and maybe I am. Maybe I am crazy, but and she didn't need it, and these big cats probably don't, but I like to be sure, you know, like I like to get in, like you could tell she's got a big gulp. She's breathing right now. Just stick that in. She's doing good. Yeah, she's doing good. Big Missouri River blue cat, big monster. I'm gonna try to see if I can get her over my shoulder without barbing myself in the throat. I can't really do it because I don't have much of a hold on her. I can't do it just because I don't have a solid footing. It's just not it's not a great spot to release her, but it's where she was at, you know. Big old 50, guys. She's pretty well ready to go back. As much as I could sit here and look at this big girl all day, she's impressive. Big, giant Missouri River blue. I just don't have a good footing. I'm about to fall off this tree. So I'm gonna pop these grips, throw these up to Alicia. All right, and we're gonna get her back. She's pretty well ready. Well, I can't even get my hand around her tail. She's so massive. Wow. I wish I could do a better job of showing this fish off, guys. I think that's all we need to show her off. She gave me one last kiss before we hit the road. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Oh my God, okay. Apparently there's monsters in these waters, so I'm gonna get out of the water since I'm pretty much swimming right now. I'm just barely standing on a twig, so wow, words. I'm shaking, my adrenaline's going. That was a 50. They can get 3 times that size. I mean, they can get massive. That was my best blue to date. My wife's giving me the signal to speed this along. I could sit here and talk about them all day long, but that's an amazing fish. They're biting good. We just caught a 10 and we just caught that 50. We're gonna get back to the water. I'm gonna try to put my wife on a fish even bigger than that, guys. And she weighs like 140, so we're gonna see how that goes. But anyway, we'll see you guys a little bit, maybe with a bigger one. We got another good one on, guys. Took it down hard. At least find up. She could be running towards you. All right, I don't know. We've got hooks and lines and everything in the water here, or everything in the boat, I mean.
It's coming at me, honey.
Okay. Shit.
Not as good, but
I've got everything. I'm sorry. Everything's jacked up. I didn't realize the net wasn't clear. Good one. Another good one. All right, guys. Alicia just caught her new PB not just minutes after I just caught mine. I caught a 10, then we caught her 50, or I caught my 50, and then we just landed. That's a 12, so that beat her 10 by 2 pounds. We got some pictures, and I think this big girl's probably ready to go back. Wow, love these fish so much, guys. Okay. I'm gonna get this rod out of the way so she can release on this side, because we've got a bunch of stuff all over the place. It is a mess right now, guys. We're catching fish so fast that we don't have time to clean everything out of the boat, and we don't have time. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, yeah, we're ready to go. Wow. Make sure your hands through that. If she gives a flip and you drop them, yeah, there you go. She's ready.
I'm trying.
Remember, I showed you.
Well, now they're all tangled up. Hang on, really.
It's chaos out here today, guys. There she goes. There she goes. Good release. She didn't give you a splash like my last couple. What's up with that? All right, babe. What do you got to say so far?
Well, first I didn't think she was very big, and then she started pulling drag.
Yeah.
Not as big as yours, but I'll take it.
Hey, the day's not done yet. We're catching them so fast right now, guys. Just insane. We're gonna have to. We got to reel these lines up. We got to get our wits about us. It's just big fish after big fish. Like, we want them. We definitely. This is what you're after. This is the good problem to have. But we got to get everything rigged up. We've got stuff. We kind of cleaned the floor out in a hurry here. We got stuff. I mean, all over the place. I got to retie that rod because that 50 bent my hook out, or like bent the tip of my hook. So I wanted to put a new one on. I mean, we've got stuff. The net was tangled on her, so the camera work might have been spotty on trying to get her catching it, but we got the dash cam going. So, but wow. Yeah, no, that's We're definitely not done. We're probably gonna get some more today, but that right there is a step-by-step on how to catch a river monster, and it is not as complicated as you may think.